Uh-oh, Doc got some insight. Let's watch.
What's up, everybody?
Yo, what up, Doc?
There's levels to
So
this.
much levels,
Listen,
so much. Too much levels.
It is an Xbox.
Yes, it's an Xbox.
ROG 77 agrees with me.
Big bro agrees with
I was
you.
on a podcast today with ROG 77. Go check it out.
Oh, he goes on podcasts.
And one of the first questions that I asked him was, is the Xbox Ally an Xbox?
Yeah, I'm sure it's an Xbox.
His first answer was no.
No,
Then
no,
I said,
no,
wait
no.
a minute. Is the Xbox ROG Ally today's Xbox?
Oh, it has to be today's
And he
Xbox.
said yes.
Oh, the
See,
man
at
agrees.
that point, me and him reached a
Aww,
common place,
brotherly
a common
love.
place of understanding. And essentially, this is what came out of it. We both
Let's watch that. Hold on.
understand. We both understand. I'm gonna slow it down. That the Xbox ROG Ally is not an Xbox console. Not an
Now remember, this is two grown-ass men in their 40s or whatever. I don't know how old the other one is. Two grown-ass men, brothers, on internet, arguing about what is what is not. Grown-ass men in their 40s, playing console wars, talking about hardware, as if it matters. You know, y'all should just play video games and be happy. Right? Right? Can I get an amen? Amen.
the traditional sense as to how a console gamer looks at what a console is. It is not that. But it is an Xbox.
Yeah.
So what we're saying,
We established that. It's an Xbox. It's a device partnered up with ROG, Asus ROG. Microsoft partnered up. They made a device. It is an Xbox.
this is the route that Xbox is going. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
Believe them. Believe them. The man's not wrong there. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
Believe them.
Unless you don't wanna. That's not my business.
When they show you who they are, believe them. There's a quote that I heard in church.
Man goes to church.
I can't hear what you're saying because what you're doing is too loud.
That's a great quote.
That's a bar. I can't hear what you're saying because what you're doing is too loud.
You know what? I gotta give it to his pastor. That's a great quote. That's a great saying. You know? But you should apply it in the rest of the areas in your life, you know? not just hardware and video games. Got it? Remember, 40-year-old grown men talking video games on the internet.
What is Microsoft doing right in front of our eyes?
They're presenting video games.
Literally teaming up with a PC company and branding their
And that's a good
hardware
thing.
with their identity of being Xbox and saying,
Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a good thing?
This is Xbox when you yourself know that this is a handheld PC. So guess what this is?
Oh.
This is an Xbox. This is the
Is
new
that an Xbox?
This is the direction that Xbox is going. So the question is, what is the console gamer gonna do? What is the
Console gamer? They're just gonna play They're just gonna play console games. The same games you get on the PC, they're gonna play the console version. What else are they gonna do? Move on to PC? Yeah, some are gonna move on to PC. They're gonna play the PC version of the games. At the end of the day, everyone's happy. What are you trying to present here?
Xbox console gamer gonna do? The problem some people have out there is they try to project this onto everybody. There's plenty of people this generation just like me that have been moved on to PC. Plenty of.
Good job. See, you made a decision for yourself. You wanted a change in your life and you jumped in and grabbed it. You are getting tired of your console, you switched over to PC. Congratulations. But what's with all the butt hurt that's going on here? I mean, I should rephrase that. What's with all the angry rant? It's just video games, bruh. You moved on to PC. Just be happy. Play the games, bruh.
People that have moved on to PC. So for someone like me, if you say, "Oh, you
someone like you
to PC because Phil forced you to, Phil made you, Phil tricked you,"
Phil gave him the boot.
No.
my God, you have failed the city. Yeah, you know the arrow, the number one saying by Arrow, the Green Arrow. You have failed the city. Doc, this is Phil. This is Phil. This is what Doc dreams about in his night, in his dreams. You know what I'm saying? This is Phil saying to Doc, you, Doc, has failed Xbox. You failed Xbox, Doc. I'm gonna give you the boot. Or should I'll say it in let me try to pretend I'm Phil Spencer. You failed, Doc. I'm giving you the boot. Alright, enough of that shit. Let me just play this thing.
Why I went to PC.
I'm sure that's why.
Starfield at 30, Redfall at 30.
Hey, he's not wrong about that.
Hellblade at
He ain't wrong about that. When that shit was released on the Xbox consoles, it was a joke. 30 FPS. And when on PC it was uncapped. You can play like 60, 70, 80, whatever frames you wanted. He ain't wrong there.
At 30, I went to PC because I'm not playing games at 30 anymore. That was
Sad little man. He's been playing games in 30 all along. Then suddenly he realized he just got a piece of toy that showed him he can do more than just 30. And then he realized, oh no, 30 FPS. Phil, this is all your fault. I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. And that's what he did. The next moment, he said, screw you, Phil. Bye, Xbox. I'm gonna move to PC. Now I'm gonna cry all over internet about that shit. Alright. You got the story, right? Hey, Snow, stop sneezing. No more sneezing. Sorry, I was talking here. That was just a inside conversation. My bad. Back to the show.
was my personal reasons. So for you to sit there and be like, oh, Doc takes everything that Phil and Xbox and then Microsoft do, shows that you don't know anything about me. Shows that you...
Oh no, poor baby crying about knowing nothing about him. You know nothing about me. Grown-ass man on the internet playing video games and talking about consoles. Grown-ass man. Playing video games, my bad. Playing video games is okay. But crying about video games, crying about consoles, crying about hardware. For all you listeners out there, whatever you're playing on, just enjoy it.
You don't even watch my videos because this is old news. Everybody.
See, he's literally crying.
I left the Xbox Series X and I have spoken freely as how I'm disappointed.
My guy, listen. Why do you care what people think? Let them think whatever they want. Some people call you pony, some people call you Xbox, some people call you a PC refugee. I mean, sorry, an Xbox refugee. That's what they're calling you now, right? Doesn't matter. Let them think what they want to think. You move on, enjoy your games. And stop crying.
Narrative and how it didn't pan out. That's not a secret. So I
secret.
Xbox gave me. But now the console gamers have a real hard choice to make.
Real hard choice.
Xbox hardware is a PC.
And I'm happy. If that happens, I'm happy.
The next Xbox hardware is a PC. It's a handheld PC. But it is an Xbox. What
yeah.
it's not is it's
I agree.
not a console in the traditional sense.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, just like you, I'd be more than happy. The next generation comes around, Microsoft decides to like make a hybrid console, like a PC/console hybrid. I'd be more than happy, you know. I'd ditch everything else. I'd get that little PC. You know what I'm saying? That'd be nice. But I wouldn't, you know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't go around complaining and crying about other people, complaining and crying about consoles and what others are talking about, like what they're talking about me, what they're saying about me, this, that, my gaming, your gaming. It's a video game. It's video games, okay? Just play. Just play your games, be happy. The end.
All the other arguments are moot points. If anybody tries to argue as, can it play...
Why do you care about people arguing? Just... Look at this man, he's crying. He's still crying.
Can't run natively. And then you know how stupid it would be for me to be like, that's not a PS5. This conversation...
Okay. Doc. You and I and everybody except for the Sony pony console, PlayStation console fanboys that are out there. Like you and I, we all know PS5 is really just an AMD graphics processor, okay? Processing unit. It is just AMD graphics put together on a chip. It's a system on a chip with the Sony PlayStation symbol plastered on top of that plastic. That's all it is. You and I and everybody know that. So why are you crying about people saying this thing, that, blah, 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 blah? Stop. See, man, you escaped the Xbox console, now you jumped over to PC, while still carrying some of your Xbox game towards PC, you know, because Microsoft is doing that real good job, letting you carry everything, you know? Not everything, but like a lot of things, you know? I'm just going to leave it at that. A lot of things they're going to let you carry. You have a ton of shit to play, but instead of playing tons of that shit, you're throwing your shit on the internet. What are you doing? What are you doing, bruh?
About this ROG Ally?
Yeah, ROG Ally.
It is an Xbox.
Yeah. It's an Xbox. Now, it is.
If all of a sudden all these PlayStation fans are concerned now for Xbox fans,
who cares? Let them cry. Some are desperate, clinging on to whatever hope they got. Some are listen to this. Some are say it with me. Trolls. They're trolling your ass. Your 40-year-old ass. They're trolling you. And you're sitting there crying. Even I could see this a mile away, you know? Everyone could see this a mile away, but not you. You're crying. These are simply trolls, man. I'm not saying everyone is, but majority of them are simply trolling you. Alright, let's play.
And the Xbox fan is not expecting this. When they go ahead and turn this on, they're really going to think it's an Xbox. Listen.
God damn. You cry harder than my bro.
I don't know anybody that's looking at this ROG Ally X that really thinks it's an Xbox console. I don't know a single person.
Look at this man, he's serious.
Xbox fans are incredibly dumb and can't see that this is actually
bruh, it's a video
Ally.
game. Chill. It's a video game device.
Everybody knows what it is. The UI is going to be different. The UI is probably
And I shit you not. I kid you not. This man ain't trolling. This is for real.
The message is clear. Now the question is, what do we do with this?
Look.
People keep asking me, am I gonna buy this thing?
He's telling the truth right out of his mouth.
Price makes sense.
You know, like he's not trolling or nothing. This is all true. He's sad. He's crying. See?
And I'm perfectly fine if Xbox goes into the business of just making pre-built PCs.
And I'm fine with that too.
I'm the guy that bought a Walmart PC.
But I'm not gonna go around on the internet crying about that shit.
Of course. But we'll see what happens. Go check out the podcast. Big Bro, Puerto Rock 77.
You need the validation from Big Bro now.
He got me in one moment. He pulled up a screenshot.
Uh-oh. What happened up there?
Corrected me right
Never mind. I was talking about in here.
He got me, right? But go ahead and watch the whole podcast. Shout out to Big Bro again. And yeah.
Shout out to Big Bro.
We out. Peace.